What's up, co-reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we all know that one of the hallmarks of season 4 of Love is Blind was the beef, the drama between Jacquelina and her ex-fiance, Marshall Glaze. Well, that beef rages on because just to give you guys a little bit of a recap, they broke up because she just was not feeling him. She said that she felt like he was quote unquote sweet, not masculine or aggressive enough for her. It's quite shocking though, because at the beginning of the show and the season, she starts off by saying, Marshall is just like this evolved person in touch with his emotions. And that's what I need to be. I need to strive to be quote unquote, good enough to be with him. And Josh is more the familiar, like roughneck type of a person. And it's funny that all the things that she once loved in Marshall, like she grew to hate eventually. So that is basically how things went down. And then she eventually decided to leave Marshall and give her relationship with Josh a chance. And now about a year later, the two of them actually are still together. Marshall has since found a different girlfriend, but this love story lives on. In fact, speaking of living on, they do now live together as a couple and everything. But of course, being that Love is Blind is still fresh on our minds, a lot of people are still wondering what Jacquelina ultimately wound up doing with the engagement ring that Marshall presented her with on the show. Marshall had asked her to return it. She said, absolutely not. I'm going to keep it as a reminder of our relationship. And then the viewing audience started trolling Jacquelina, claiming that she had pawned it in order to pay off some bills or whatnot. And so now Jackie is setting the rumor straight about whether or not she pawned the ring. In fact, I was just looking at her Instagram account. So this is a photo that she posted. Actually, sorry. Yeah, it's still from a video that she posted. So this is what she actually had to say in the caption of that video. And I quote, "The infamous ring" is what you're seeing over there on the left. And then in her actual paragraph, it says, "Just like in my receipts, I left the ring on the counter for him to come pick it up before the breakup and sent them pictures of where I left it for him. They told me no." They being production, by the way, you guys. "I even tried to give it to production and was told it was mine to keep it. I'm just tired of hearing about this ring. Natalie and Deputy," which I think she means Natalie and Deep T, the season 2 stars of Love is Blind, who now run a podcast together called Out of the Pods. Mind you, they just did an episode with Giannina Gibelli from season 1, that fiery Latina who is just absolutely hilarious in her relationship with Damian Powers. I will be recapping it, by the way. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you want all sorts of Love is Blind content like that and other juicy tea. So anyway, let's continue on. Natalie and Deputy and every other female Love is Blind casts kept their rings. I never wear it. I haven't worn it since I took it off a year ago. Me and him," being Marshall, "had a long conversation and we decided to let bygones are bygones." She means let bygones be bygones. "We both are in healthy relationships and are happy. This SHIT is in the past and that chapter is closed for us." So there you go, you guys. Jacquelina claims that she tried to give the ring to Marshall. She sent him photos of where it was and like production about it, but production told her not to give it back to Marshall, sorry, which is quite fascinating to me. So I guess maybe it just, I don't know, brings more context perhaps into what was going on there. I still don't think she should have given it back to Marshall, to be honest with you. It's not his ring. He did not buy it. He gave it to her, and guess what? If it's yours at the end of the day, if the person did not buy it for you. If he bought it with his own money, or if it were a family heirloom ring like Kyle gave in season 2, I would be all about, yeah, give it back. But in this case, no, it's just something that she gets as a souvenir, as a pawning sort of thing from participating on the show at this point. Like a lot of people say no at the altar and walk away and keep their rings, and no one ever cries about it. But this time, everybody wants to whine about this girl keeping her ring, just like a bunch of other people who ultimately broke off their engagements. Give me a break. Anyway, let's get into the video that she posted about the entire ordeal, shall we?
Alrighty, so a lot of you guys think that I pawned the ring or that I sold the ring. But listen to this. I drove all the way to my mom's house. This is the box that it came in with. Listen. That's
first of all,
the box.
That box looks cheap AF. It doesn't even have cushioning for the ring, no branding on it or anything like that. So that already to me is like, how much was this ring even worth, guys?
And this is the ring. This is the ring. I would never pawn it. I would never sell it. I would never do anything disparaging to that ring. That ring is with my mom in her safe deposit box.
There you go. You would think that she was still going, by the way, like that I cut it off or something like that. But no, that really is the end of the video. So Jacquelina wants y'all to know she did not pawn the ring. She will not be pawning the ring. She just wants to keep it as a memory of her tumultuous relationship with Marshall Glaze. And she doesn't even keep it in her own home, actually. It is kept at her mother's home in a storage. I think it's like a, what do you call those things, you guys? Like a safe. Yeah, in a safety deposit box. Okay. I'm still quite curious about the idea that she tried to beg Marshall to take it back. She sent him a photo of where she left it and everything. Like that to me is quite fascinating because it was never brought up on the show, but I'm not surprised, right? Because they do have to stir up drama and kind of, how you say, pretend like the logical thing that the average person would do did not happen. You know, they really wanted to continue to fuel the fire against Jackie, if she even is telling the truth, because she very well could be lying here. But listen, I guess we'll have to wait and see if Marshall decides to clap back with his own side of the story. And until then, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will keep you updated on the tea there. There are a couple other Love is Blind videos I'm going to be getting out today. I think actually just one, sorry. Spoiler alert, you guys, Paul, who was engaged to Micah this season, he has actually just come out with a hard launch of some pretty exciting news. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out when I post that video. And just as another reminder, I will be posting a recap of Gianlina Gibelli from season 1 of Love is Blind, appearing on Deepti and Natalie's Out of the podcast. Sorry. She shared a lot of behind the scenes tea about what it was like to film that season, her relationship with Damien, and some other things as well. By the way, Paul has his own hard launch, and there was a little bit of a low-key soft launch here between Micah and Shane. Make sure you check that out on my channel if you haven't already. But that's all for now. Let me know what you think about Jackie's ring story. Do you believe her? Do you think she should just go ahead and pawn it off at this point? Get some coin, get a nice vacation out of it? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.